Yes, Hurley. Hurley. This is Pony Prepper Bill. It is a weird day. We've had some weird weather. 90 degrees, freezing cold, then it was warm, then it's cold. I mean, it was hot and muggy, 60s and 70s at night, and then 40 during the day, and then 70 at night. And today's been really weird too. It's 42, feels hot, and then it's 57 and it feels like it's freezing. I don't know. I don't know if you can see me. This is sun. Anyway, just do an update. I was in the hospital a couple weeks ago. Been wanting to make this video for a while, but I just didn't get around to it. It's kind of hard to talk about. Everybody knows about, we had Buddy. Used to take Buddy with us everywhere. Our dog. Want a cookie, bud? This is Buddy. Somebody dumped him in the woods. He had health issues. We had him for a little over a year, and he died. And every time a dog dies, you never want another one. But we ended up, like in 2 months, well, oh man. I'm sitting at a table at the campground, and I guess somebody burnt something. It's all over me. We ended up getting Hurley. Part Old English Bulldog with, I think he had boxer in him. And, they say like 3 weeks, 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, different things for, a dog to feel at home. And he was doing great. He still didn't like car rides as much. He liked going out, and once we got to the place, a park, we used to take him, to the wildlife management area, and, we'd let him run back and forth. He'd run around the house. If I went out and came home, he'd hear my truck, and he'd come down. He'd come running out to see me. Took him to the vet. We had a couple, when we got him, we had had him have his shots, and, well, he had most of his shots in the shelter, but we had him updated on stuff, and, and then we had after like 3 months, we had another checkup on him to make sure he's doing good. He had big sores on his legs. Slept with us in bed. He had his own bed, but he'd get in bed with us. But he was doing good, He'd lay with us, and, he had his little toys, and we got little steps because Buddy had problems getting on the bed. So we had the steps. Sometimes Hurley would use the steps to get up in bed. But in the middle of the night, he'd get up, and he'd flip his bed over and play with his bed, and the steps, he'd flip them over and chew on the... He was a funny dog. He was a good dog. He was a pain in the ass. He had his issues, but he was a good dog. I went to the bathroom one night, and sometimes he would get in my spot. When I went to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I'd come back, and he'd be in my spot. I'm like, hey, get. Well, I came back from the bathroom, and, of course, he's asleep on the bed, but he'll look at me like to see, like, hey, you got food? What do you got, Dad? What do you got, I came to the bathroom, was sitting on the bed, and he's laying there watching me, so I'm petting him like I always do. And I'm petting him, and, he would go, face to face with me, and I would put my head on his head. He used to lay on me, and he had a little stuffed toy. It was like a monkey that was like brown and white. And he would get it. I'm like, oh, where's your monkey? Where's your monkey? And he'd go, and he'd get his monkey and look at it and bring it up and jump on bed and climb over me. And, he'd chew on it, get it all slimy, and then rub it all over me, and I'd play with him. So I would call him, because he was like brown and white, I used to call him my chunky monkey. And, came in from the bathroom, I'm petting him, I'm talking to him. And then, he would like, once you pet him, he would like lay on his side and lift his leg up for you to rub his belly. I'm rubbing his belly, and I'm talking to him, and like, tomorrow we'll do this, we'll go that, maybe tomorrow we'll go to the park, we'll take you to the park. We went to Tractor Supply. I ran in to get pig food or chicken feed, I forget. And I turn around and there's Hurley. My wife brought him in and he's walking around. We took him to the dog park and he was fine with people. Good with other dogs. He didn't seem to have a problem. Even like when somebody came over to the house, he didn't really have a problem. The neighbor came over, was fine. But if somebody got into the truck, like when I went to the gas station, he was in the truck, he would, if the guy got too close, he would growl. We went to the campground, and my wife wanted, someone like, oh, we got a new dog, they want to see it. He growled. I don't know if that was a territorial thing or whatever with the truck, and I don't know. But, I came in, I'm petting his belly, rubbing his belly. I'm like, maybe tomorrow, we'll go to the dog park or we'll go here. And I called him my chunky monkey. And I'm petting him. I'm like, gotta get up. And he just looked at me, because he's laying like this, like, enjoying it. And then he just looked at me. His eyes got real big. And he lunged at me. He lunged. And I'm sitting on the bed. He lunged right at my face. And I put my arm up. I don't know if you can see this now, but this is a couple weeks ago. I got holes all over me. He jumped at me. I had marks on my chin, across my chest. I put my arm up, and he just wouldn't stop. And I'm like, Hurley, it's Daddy. What are you doing? I'm like, Hurley, stop. And woke my wife up, and I pushed him off, and he came at me again. Both arms, like 3 times on this arm, a couple times on this arm. There was a hole right here, and blood was squirting out. I thought he hit an artery or something. He would not stop. He had this look like he didn't know who I was, like I was a stranger in the house, or I said an attack word. I don't know if you've ever watched Columbo, that episode where the guy had the 2 Dobermans, and he trained them to attack with the word rosebud.
Rosebud. Rosebud.
That's what it was like. It's like I was petting him, and he was looking at me like everything's good, everything's happy. And it's like I said, Rosebud. He just looked at me like, Dad, did you just say that word? Boom. And he knocked me off the bed. I'm on the ground. He's like 76, 78 pounds. And he's on top of me. And I'm just pushing him off. And his bed was there with a blanket. I got the blanket. And he's biting me through the blanket. And I'm pushing him off. I could see like a dog attacking you like, hey, this is mine or whatever. Which is not right. But he wouldn't stop. And my wife somehow got him out. He didn't attack her. She got him out of the hallway and closed the door. And he had this look like bewildered, like what's going on? Like, why am I in the hallway? Like it was a bad dream. But I didn't wake him up. He was awake. So we locked him in the bedroom, went to the hospital. I didn't have time to call, an ambulance. We just got the truck and went. And I'm bleeding like a motherfucker. And I was there. They can't stitch anything up. They poured stuff and wrapped it up. And everybody says, shoot the dog. And first of all, it's illegal to shoot an animal. Unless you're completely threatened at the time. But even if I had a gun next to me, there's no way I could have gotten it. That's not who I am anyway. But the police had to come, animal control. And I'm like, I can't be around the dog right now. I don't know I don't trust him around anybody either. We got people that live with us that, their kid and grandkid comes over. I can't, and we got the pig. What if you attack them? I don't know what started this whole thing. But animal control came, took him back to the shelter where we got him. And of course, you got to pay to surrender an animal to the shelter. You can have him for free, but if you're going to return him because he attacks you, well, we're going to charge you. But he was up for evaluation, and then, they usually, after 10 days, they'll put the dog down, which it breaks my heart. I love that dog, but there's 2 rescue places to take dogs that have aggressive issues. I don't know. We've been calling, you know, like, he's doing good, and now I don't want to know. You know, I don't know if they put him down, or I don't want to think about it. So yeah, I got attacked, and Hurley is gone. Well, he's no longer with us. We don't know where he is, and I mean, I want to know if he's okay, but at the same time, I don't. If they put him down, I don't want to know. So that's what I got for that video. I got other stuff I wanted to do, but the weather and stuff that's been going on, and I had open wounds that were wrapped. Had to get it treated, then I got infected, and had to take more antibiotics and have it wrapped. And I couldn't be around certain stuff. I didn't want anything to get in the wounds. I got a giant lump here. I don't know what the hell that is. The doctor said it's something from, I can't remember. I got a giant scar here, like a big hard spot. I'm like, maybe its tooth broke off and it's stuck in there. I don't know. I was burnt shit all over. So, this is Pony Prepper Bill, and that's an update on where I've been and Hurley. And yeah, I got a couple other videos I want to do. I just didn't have it in me to put a video out yet. So that's what I got for now, and I'll talk to you later.